7 days after had my son, it came out my BF of more than 2 years has been talking to many women online and exchanging pics and paying for sugar babies our whole relationship. In August he started 2, that I know of, very intimate relationships where they even talked about me and my pregnancy. One of the women he ended up sleeping with twice. While I was pregnant with our son, he did that to me. He even sent her a pic of our son the night he was born. I'm fucking devastated. I'm broken. Nothing feels real. The only reason I can function is for my son. He broke it off with this person and the others he was talking to and deleted all the avenues of contact. He claims he has a porn addiction and that's why he habitually talks to women on dating sites, and it makes him feel good and more confident to pay these women to talk with him and send him pictures and videos. He says this one woman is the only woman he slept with, and he wishes he could take it back. He's going to go to therapy and wants to stay together. I told him he needs to tell his mother what he's done today. I want her to know I'm not cracking because of PPD, it's because of this. Because of him, this man was my rock. I was looking at him in awe of how amazing he was, how much he loved me and our son, and how he was taking such great care of us. My whole world has been shattered. Everything about carrying and giving birth to my first and only child has been tainted by the cheating. The realization that I was actually alone for this whole process. This man was giving the best parts of himself away to another woman while I struggled mentally and emotionally to carry his kid for 9 months, and I praised him like he was the best, most attentive partner ever. The way he looked at me with so much love in his eyes and held me while I was giving birth means nothing now. Because he turned right around and sent the other woman a picture of my fucking son and talked about when they'd meet up next. He says shortly after our son was born was when he knew he needed to stop, because he wanted to be with me. He says he's been doing shit like this since before we got together, and it's not because of me, it's because he feels lonely and not worthy, and he's been struggling with it for a long time. Not a new mom me would already be gone, but this me today doesn't know what to do. I love him so much, but how I could overcome this without ditching all my self-respect. How I could let the messages and pictures go from my head. How would I ever trust him again? He's removed all the locks and codes from his phone and computer and shares passwords and his location with me now. But I don't want to be that person. I don't want to feel fucking crazy. This is the worst I've ever felt in my life. I can't believe my best friend did this to me. I can't believe I'm struggling through being a new mom and dealing with the betrayal of his father. I just got my family, and it's destroyed. My boyfriend claims his porn addiction led to him having sex with another woman while I was 8 and 9 months pregnant.
Let's check out the comments section now.
Are porn and sex addiction the new go-to excuse for cheaters nowadays? With all due respect, this man has proved with his actions that he does not love or respect you. He had been doing this your entire relationship. He knew he had a problem, but instead of seeking help/therapy, he continued to betray you. He left you pregnant and vulnerable to go fill his needs with someone else. Do not let this disrespect go. Remind yourself that his immediate thought after the birth was to send a picture of your son to the AP, proves to you where his priorities lie.
I know you're feeling emotional and vulnerable, and of course you love him. But think about what the pre-pregnancy you would have done in this case. If he cares for you and your son, then he will agree to co-parent peacefully. If not, do you really want someone who wouldn't put you guys first as your partner and the father of your child?
He's full of shit. If you stay, your life will be unhappy. I can tell you that with 100% certainty. You will never be able to trust him. He does not respect you. He's still lying to you. How did that make sense to you? After you gave birth, then he realized. Yet he sent a pic of your child to the whore he was cheating with and asking when he can hit again. Does that sound like someone who felt any kind of bad on what he was doing?
Actions speak louder than his words. Yes, he's unlocking all his devices in the guise that he's being completely open, but yet he continues to lie to you. How does that add up? You don't love him. You love a version of him that is a lie. You don't know the real him, but are seeing it now. You don't ignore the real him because you all have a kid together. If he had money to be paying these prostitutes, you can call them sugar babies, but let's stop and be real, they are prostitutes. Then he can pay you child support and more.
Look, it's up to you what you do from here, but as someone who stayed for the kids, it won't end well for you. He won't stop. He's been doing it your whole relationship. Once someone is okay with disrespecting you, it won't stop. There is no point in wasting any more of your time and energy. Stop trying to see the person you think he could be, and start seeing the person he actually is. His addiction to porn isn't why he cheated. He cheated because he wanted to. He said as much when he sent your child's pic to his whore and asked to see her.
Be strong for your child. He isn't the person you thought he was. He's not a good role model for your son. How sad is that he knew he had a kid coming and still spent money that could be for your child on whores. See him for who he really is, not what you want to believe. Good luck, and please choose you and your child. Let him go.